So the panel will start with a recorded intervention by Spain's General Director of Social Economy from the Ministry of Labor and Social Economy, Maravillas ESPÍN. But before that, I'd like to share with you some technical information that's important for the development of the session. The session will be organized around 2 panels, 1 hour lasting, each of them. The first one is going to take a look at the current state of the policy regulatory frameworks of social and solidarity economy at national level in a range of countries in the Mediterranean area. And the second one will probably revolve more about the international efforts to create a conducive policy environment for social and solidarity economy to thrive in the Mediterranean region. The language of the whole session will be English, and at the end of the speakers' interventions, there will be an opportunity to conduct questions and answers, for which you need to take a look at that little button at the bottom of your screen. It's called Questions and Answers, Preguntas y Respuestas, if you're connecting in Spanish, for instance. We will be monitoring those questions. If any of the panelists feels like they could reply directly in written form, they can go ahead and do it. Otherwise, once we are finished with the interventions, I'll throw some of these questions to you. If any of the relevant questions remains unanswered, then well, we can for sure make sure that to seek the answer and deliver it to you in written form, together with the recording of the session that will be hosted at the website of the project. So let's start with the program. First of all, I would like to just give a couple of ideas about MedTOWN, the project which is being launched today. MedTOWN is a project that essentially aims to support the development of social and solidarity economy agents in the Mediterranean. And it does it with the perspective that these social and solidarity economy entities can be key actors in the delivery of social policy. We believe that the co-production of social policy with SSC actors is a powerful tool to fight poverty, inequality, and to advance in the direction of a just transition in the Mediterranean and globally. We are going to be essentially experimenting. This is a social experimentation project that will allow us to carry out demonstrative actions in 6 countries with the shared work of 8 partners and an equal number of associated partners. What MedTOWN brings to the table is a great deal of innovation. It reflects on the capacity for innovation of social and solidarity economy actors. And we are focusing especially in one aspect, is the aspect of social innovation in the field of local finance. We are working with a system of complementary municipal currencies that we believe can allow for co-production and can help boost local economies from let's say, it's more addressing its emerging needs in a very efficient way. The project is led by ACPP, Asamblea de Cooperación por la Paz. It's a Spanish NGO, and it's funded, as I said before, by NECDC Med with around 3 million euros, a total budget that is close to 3.5 million. Anyway, let's get started. I will introduce our panelists one by one. First of all, we have a recorded intervention by Maravillas ESPÍN. She's the General Director of Self-Employment, Social Economy, and Company Social Responsibility inside the Ministry of Labor and Social Economy in Spain. Esperanza, could you please launch the video?
Good morning. Let me thank the organization of the MedTOWN project, the ENICBC Med Program and the Peace Cooperation Assembly, in particular, for inviting the Ministry of Labor and Social Economy to participate in this virtual seminar. The Ministry of Labor and Social Economy is intimately committed to the most vulnerable people and groups, with the ultimate goal that no one is left behind in access to employment, which is the best and most effective tool for social insertion. The crisis that we are suffering has put to the test the strength of the public administrations and our ability to respond to the economic, social, and labor needs for people and companies. The Ministry of Labor and Social Economy is making a great effort to widely apply temporary layoff schemes to people employed and aids for the termination of activity of self-employed persons. The government has taken other measures to support the most disadvantaged people, such as the establishment of a minimum living wage, measures to guarantee housing and supplies, and other measures of a social nature which constitute a true social protection shield. The social economy offers solutions to the challenges of the Sustainable Development Goals of the 2030 Agenda and to its mission to provide opportunities for people and the planet. The social economy conceives the company by putting people at the center of its activity and defending values such as social inclusion, respect for the environment, gender equality, participatory governance, and international solidarity. Not surprisingly, the Spanish social economy strategy from 2017 to 2020 has been designated labor policy in the action plan for the implementation of the 2030 Agenda. In short, companies in the social economy play an important role in achieving a more just, solidary, and inclusive society. In Spain, the sector, and this is a job that has been carried out in community with different actors, is perfectly established in the economic and social fabric and enjoys stability. At the legal level, we have a national law on social economy since 2011, the first law in Europe on the matter. And in the field of public policies, we have developed the Spanish Strategy for Social Economy 2017 to 2020, which will shortly be replaced by a new strategy for the period 2021 to 2027. From the point of view of the defense of the interests of the sector, there is an intersectorial organization, CEPES, that ensure the promotion of the social economy. The figures are a true reflection of this situation. The social economy in Spain represents 10% of GDP and generates nearly 2.2 million direct and indirect jobs. Among the families in the social economy, there are some that are especially sensitive to the needs of the most vulnerable people. Social initiative cooperatives, special employment centers, which employ people with disabilities, and social integration enterprises. They have a more marked social character as their purpose in the integration and social labor training of people in a situation of social exclusion to move to ordinary employment. These companies reach spaces and achieve the social and labor insertion of people belonging to vulnerable groups, filling gaps in the public employment services. Thanks to these insertions, many people achieve decent employment conditions and regain control of their lives, breaking, not infrequently, cycles of poverty that will also affect subsequent generations. Hence, the public administrations must pave the way for this company, implementing measures that improve their visibility and disseminate their results and facilitating their consolidation and growth. A fundamental tool is the greater use of responsible public purchasing, promoting the use of social and environmental clauses and favoring market reserves. At the Ministry of Labour and Social Economy, we also have a clear international vocation that, of course, includes the Mediterranean area. Thus, we actively participate in activities of the social economy of the Union for the Mediterranean, in particular through the ESMED network, in other international projects, such as recently in the MedTOWN project. And we maintain excellent bilateral relations in the field of social economy with the countries from the Mediterranean. This year, Toledo, the city of the three cultures, has been declared the European capital of the social economy. Among the activities of the agenda, in December there will be an international meeting with a large presence of the Mediterranean countries. I would like finally to wish you a good development of this virtual seminar and fruitful job in the MedTOWN project. Thank you very much.
Well, we want to thank again the Ministry of Labour and Social Economy in Spain for kindly delivering this nice video. It's an interesting perspective to see throughout this panel how the different countries are approaching the necessary regulation of the policies that will boost or should fulfill the potential of social and solidarity economy in the role of creating sustainable employment, decent jobs, and cater to the most vulnerable groups.